Bonjour, alors on va juste un petit cours avant le Sukkot, juste quelques mots avant Sukkot. Profitez des gens qui sont là. Bonjour, alors on va juste un petit cours avant partager un mot du Rabbi. Je voudrais partager quelque chose avec vous qui est sur Sukkot. Toute l'année, sur l'autel, sur le Misbéach, dans le temple, on offrait du vin, c'est-à-dire qu'il y avait les sacrifices. Et en même temps que les sacrifices, avec les sacrifices, on versait du vin sur l'autel, sur l'autel, sur le misbéach. Il y avait quelque chose d'unique pendant la fête de Sukkot, que pendant la fête de Sukkot, on versait de l'eau aussi, pas juste du vin, mais de l'eau. Alors, qu'est-ce que ça représente? Qu'est-ce que le vin représente? Qu'est-ce que l'eau représente? Ben, le vin, bien sûr, ça rend les gens joyeux, ça les met de bonne humeur, et c'est la joie qui vient de quelque chose qui est naturel, puisque le vin, c'est naturellement, ça a cette qualité de pouvoir faire en sorte que les gens sont joyeux, plus heureux, etc. Donc le vin, ça représente une joie qui est naturelle, qui est normale. Alors c'est la joie qu'on peut avoir de toutes les choses de la vie. Quand on a notre relation avec Dieu, c'est aussi la joie qu'on a des choses qu'on comprend, c'est la joie qu'on a de la satisfaction de pouvoir avoir étudié la Torah, la satisfaction d'avoir passé Yom Kippour, la satisfaction de tout ce qu'on peut avoir, dans un sens normal de satisfaction de tout ce qu'on peut avoir, les choses de la vie. L'eau, ça n'a pas de goût. L'eau, ça représente quoi? L'eau, ça représente les choses dans la vie, qui de manière naturelle ne vont pas nécessairement nous rendre joyeux. Et peut-être même l'opposé. C'est les frustrations de la vie, c'est les choses qui nous dépassent, c'est les choses qu'on n'arrive pas à comprendre. Et je peux rajouter peut-être, je ne sais pas, tous les problèmes de la vie, le 7 octobre et autres choses, les choses dans la vie qui naturellement n'ont aucune raison de nous rendre joyeux. Mais on arrive à un moment de connexion où même ça nous rend heureux. Pourquoi? Parce qu'on est dans une connexion avec Hachem. Je vais vous raconter une histoire que j'ai entendue hier. Une histoire qui s'est passée avec le Ramban. Ramban, c'est pas le Ramban Maïmonide, c'est le Nachmani, Rabbi Moshe ben Nachman, qui a vécu en Espagne, puis ensuite qui est parti en Israël. Le Ramban nous dit la chose suivante. Il a dit qu'il avait un élève qui était mourant, qui était très malade. Et avant que cet élève quitte le monde, il lui a mis une note dans la main. Et le Ramban nous dit la chose suivante. Avec cette note-là, tu pourras entrer dans n'importe quel endroit dans le ciel. Les portes du ciel te seront ouvertes. Je te demande juste une chose. Quand tu auras accès aux portes du ciel, j'ai une liste de questions, de choses que je voudrais comprendre. Bien, j'aimerais que tu poses ces questions-là et que tu viennes me voir et me donner la réponse à ces questions-là. L'élève a dit OK. Il est malheureusement décédé. Mais quelques jours plus tard, il arrive en rêve au Ramban, à son maître, le Rabbi Moshe ben Nachman. Il lui dit la chose suivante. Il lui dit, Rabbi, effectivement, avec ce papier-là, j'ai pu rentrer dans toutes les portes du ciel m'étaient ouvertes. J'ai eu accès à tout. Mais il y a un seul problème. Vous me demandez des réponses. Au ciel, il n'y a pas de questions. S'il n'y a pas de questions, il n'y a pas de réponse. Pourquoi est-ce qu'au ciel, il n'y a pas de questions? Parce que tout est clair, tout est limpide. Donc on n'a plus de questions. Et d'une certaine manière, je pense à cette histoire par rapport à Sukkot. Sukkot, c'est justement ce moment où il n'y a plus de questions. On est tellement un avec Hachem, on est tellement unis avec Hachem, que même l'eau nous rend heureux, parce que ça représente quoi l'eau? C'est pas la joie vient de l'intérieur. Il n'y a pas dans l'eau quelque chose qui va faire en sorte qu'on est joyeux. L'eau, c'est quelque chose qui, encore une fois, qui est incolore, qui n'a pas de saveur, mais c'est pouvoir se réjouir dans notre relation qu'on a avec Hachem, même s'il n'y a pas une raison, même s'il n'y a pas un facteur externel qui va faire qu'on va se rendre, qu'on est heureux par ça. C'est la possibilité dans notre vie de s'abandonner, de se laisser complètement à Hachem, de s'ouvrir, de se donner, à dire Hachem, je suis à toi, on a cette relation qui est merveilleuse. Et même si des fois on ne comprend pas le pourquoi et le comment des choses, c'est pas grave. Et ça, c'est Sukkot. Sukkot, c'est aussi le moment, et c'est lié bien sûr, où on est pris dans les bras d'Hachem. La Soukha, ça représente les bras d'Hachem, l'embrasse d'Hachem. La Rizal nous dit que pour une Soukha, il faut qu'il y ait au moins 2 murs et demi, ou 2 murs et un peu plus, 3 murs. Et dit, la Rizal nous dit c'est comme les bras. On a l'avant-bras, le bras et la main, ça représente ces murs de la Soukha, où Hachem nous prend dans ses bras. Et Hachem ne nous laisse pas partir tant qu'on ne veut pas partir. On est là dans la Soukha tant qu'on veut. Hachem ne va pas nous laisser. Si on veut sortir, on peut sortir. mais l'Hachem de son côté, il est toujours présent dans la soukha. Et la soukha, c'est ça. La soukha, c'est justement pouvoir être pris dans les bras d'Hachem, d'avoir cette relation où on peut se permettre de s'abandonner dans ses bras, s'abandonner dans les mains d'Hachem, parce qu'on a une union profonde avec Hachem. Et c'est pour ça que tout ce qu'on fait pendant la soukha, c'est une mitzvah. On mange dans la soukha, c'est une mitzvah. On boit dans la soukha, c'est une mitzvah. On étudie dans la soukha, on fait la prière. Il y en a qui dorment dans la soukha. Quoi qu'on fasse, les choses de la vie, c'est une mitzvah parce qu'on est dans la soukha, on est dans cette relation avec Hachem. On est dans ce contexte. La soukha, c'est quelque chose qui nous entoure. Alors bien sûr, le contexte de la soukha, c'est quelque chose qu'on va prendre avec nous aussi. Ça ne suffit pas juste que ça reste à l'extérieur. Et ça, c'est le rôle du lulav. Le lulav, et c'est pour ça que c'est mieux, si possible, de faire la bracha le matin sur le lulav, puisqu'on va faire la bracha pendant le lulav toute la semaine, à part le Shabbat. Sinon, tous les autres jours de la semaine, à partir de demain, jeudi, jusqu'à la semaine prochaine, mercredi inclus, tous les jours, à part le Shabbat, on prend le lulav. Le mieux, c'est de pouvoir faire la bénédiction avant la prière dans la soukha. Pourquoi? Parce que le lulav, ça c'est un peu de cette antenne-là, de prendre sur la soukha, de prendre tout ce qui nous entoure, cette inspiration qu'on a de Rosh Hashanah, de Yom Kippour, et de faire en sorte qu'on l'amène dans notre cœur. C'est ce que le verset nous dit, Ulkartem, lachem, vous prendrez pour vous. Prendre cette inspiration des fêtes, prendre ce message de soukha, et faire en sorte que ce soit lachem, que ce soit pour vous, que ce soit quelque chose qui soit inclus en nous. Ça, c'est le message de Sukkot. Alors, je vous souhaite une bonne fête de Sukkot. N'oubliez pas aujourd'hui de faire le Eruv Tafshilin. Si vous avez des questions, vous pouvez demander exactement qu'est-ce que c'est, comment le faire, etc. Si Eruv Tafshilin, ça ne vous dit rien, contactez-nous pour qu'on vous explique ce que c'est que le Eruv Tafshilin et comment ça se fait. Ça nous permet de pouvoir préparer vendredi pour Shabbat. Normalement, quand c'est un jour de fête, on ne peut pas préparer pour après la fête. Mais étant donné qu'aujourd'hui, après la fête, ou cette semaine après la fête, ça va être Shabbat, on est obligé de préparer à l'avance. Sinon, on ne peut pas allumer les bougies de Shabbat, on ne peut pas réchauffer la nourriture, etc. Donc, on a ce système en place qu'on appelle le Eruv Tafshilin. Ensuite, il faut préparer son lulav, il faut avoir la soukha. C'est très important, surtout ce soir, le premier soir de Sukkot, de manger dans la soukha. Il faut absolument le faire. Donc, on a toutes ces mitzvahs de la fête de soukha qu'il faut faire. Et bien sûr, on finira la semaine prochaine avec Simchat Torah, Shmini Atzeret et Simchat Torah. Mais entre-temps, donc je vous souhaite une bonne fête, Shabbat Shalom. Assurez-vous d'avoir toutes les mitzvot en place et Bezrat Hashem, à très très bientôt.
שלום הרב, בקשר למה שדיברנו אתמול, אני אשמח לעזרתך.
Time pour les gens qui n'ont pas inventé l'eau chaude, on les dit écoute. Oui, bonjour. J'ai un problème avec mon téléphone qui ne marche plus. Petit disclaimer, on part du principe qu'elle appelle pour un autre téléphone que celui avec lequel elle appelle, hein, parce qu'on vous voit. Ok, dites-moi, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Ça a commencé avec toujours le même message d'erreur qui s'affichait sur mon téléphone. D'accord, quoi comme message? Ça disait qu'il fallait que je nettoie mon téléphone. D'accord, et vous avez fait quoi? Ben, j'ai pris un gant de toilette, de l'eau, du savon et je l'ai nettoyé à fond. Vous n'avez pas fait un petit masque au passage? Non, j'aurais dû. Non, madame, quand votre téléphone vous demande de le nettoyer, c'est qu'il vous demande de faire de la place, de prendre des choses et de les supprimer ou de les mettre sur un disque dur externe. Je ne sais pas. Faut pas le prendre littéralement. C'est faire de la place, nettoyer le téléphone. Ah, oui, bah, je peux pas deviner aussi nettoyer. Je m'excuse, mais nettoyer, c'est nettoyer, hein. Bah oui, madame, mais en cas d'autre, on fait quoi? On va sur Google ou bien on appelle. On fait pas la bêtise pour ensuite appeler et vérifier. Enfin, je veux dire, on est en 2024, vous êtes pas. Oui, ben, j'ai pas la science infuse non plus. Time pour les gens qui n'ont pas inventé l'eau chaude, Sandrine, j'écoute. Oui, bonjour. J'ai un problème avec mon téléphone qui ne marche plus. Petit disclaimer, on part du principe qu'elle appelle pour un autre téléphone que celui avec lequel elle appelle, hein, parce qu'on vous voit. Ok, dites-moi, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Ça a commencé avec toujours le même.
National Mushroom Day. Okay, just this once, and only because it's National Mushroom. Sweet. Okay, we want the holy shiitake mushroom pizza. I see what you did there. Good choice, by the way. I love the garlic olive oil. It's button and portobello mushrooms, black truffle squid. I like the shiitake mushroom. Okay, that's enough. Love those. Enough, Lenny. Okay, are we ready to order? Yeah. Okay, are we ready to order? Yes, we'll have the. Yeah, you said I can order, remember? Because it's National.
Bonjour, juste un petit mot avant la fête de Sukkot. Je voulais vous souhaiter d'abord un Chag Sameach et ensuite Shabbat Shalom. Le thème du mois de Tishri, de toutes les fêtes, c'est Mazel?
You will keep an eye on what's in the oven?
Hey, Mr. Shem, you have a time frame? Okay. Bonjour, je voulais juste prendre un moment pour vous souhaiter une bonne fête de Sukkot et vous laisser avec un petit message avant la fête. Le thème de l'unité de toutes les fêtes de Tishri. Bonjour, je voulais vous souhaiter une bonne fête et Shabbat Shalom et vous laisser avec un petit message avant la fête de Sukkot. Le thème de toutes les fêtes du mois de Tishri, c'est l'unité. Dans la fête de Sukkot, on le voit de deux manières. D'abord, il y a la Soukha. La Soukha, c'est quelque chose qui englobe tout le monde. Il n'y a pas de différence. Les grands, maigres, hommes, femmes, enfants, quel que soit on a tous notre place à l'intérieur de la Soukha. Mais il y a une autre chose qui amène l'unité, c'est le loulav. Le loulav, là, il y a quatre espèces. Il faut que ces quatre espèces soient bien différentes l'une de l'autre. C'est-à-dire, c'est une unité qui reconnaît l'individualité aussi. On n'est pas tous logés à la même auberge, on peut dire ça, ce serait plutôt la souka, mais malgré ou pas malgré, grâce à notre individualité, avec ce qu'on amène de personnel à la table, c'est comme ça qu'on peut s'unir avec tout le monde, en faisant en sorte que les quatre espèces dont on va se servir dans le lab, chacune représentant quelque chose de différent, mais on a besoin de chacun, de chaque représentation, de chaque individu qui fait partie d'une communauté, et tous ensemble, pas trois, deux ou juste le meilleur. Il faut qu'on ait les quatre espèces, et tous ensemble réunis, on peut à ce moment-là faire la mitzvah. Un beau message, et avec ça, je vous souhaite bonne fête. Chag Sameach et Shabbat Shalom, et à très bientôt, j'espère. Au revoir. Bonjour, je peux vous souhaiter une fête. Bonjour, je peux vous souhaiter une fête. Shabbat Shalom. Avec un message.
This is what I found.
We can make generalizations, of course, but I think there's definitely a distinct difference between the Israeli Hasidic community and the New York
Those are the
one.
people I found. I didn't make an in-depth research about the Haredi world here. I lived in the Haredi world here. I lived in Williamsburg. I mean, Williamsburg, of course, is not a parameter for all the Haredi world, but it was different, here than in Eretz Yisrael. In Eretz Yisrael, I found them a little bit more Haredish, and more of the sense we are part of the Jewish world. If we agree with it or not, we are part of the ganze machine or the whole machine called Judaism. Here it's like you are part. If you're a Pope, you're a Pope. If you're a Satmar, you're a Satmar. You are surrounded by non-Jews. So I'm not making a generalization, but I'm saying that's more or less. It's of course not hermetic. There are people who are religious, like God knows what in New York, and there are people who are not religious in Jerusalem. But I'm saying in general, that's what my
Yeah,
feelings are.
I hear you. At which point
So
did
you
stop?
left the Satmar world.
I left the Satmar world. Yes,
Yeah, okay.
Me and you are
Yeah,
two Jews on a journey.
yeah. But it was
Yeah.
nice, no?
It was
Would you
nice and
change
also
your
not
past?
so nice.
Would you change your? Of course, we left.
Yeah.
Would you change your past? No.
No, I would not.
I mean,
I would not.
That's my point. I'm happy I go up there, and not in some, B'nai Jeshurun on the Upper West Side.
I like my gesture.
Or
It's a really.
But like for me, it's like I sit there and I left like I don't know what, But because for me, it's not my Jewishness. I don't see anything Jewish there. For me, it's more New Age-ish,
Yeah. Well, B'nai Jeshurun is not as New Age as some other shuls.
Of course, there's some other
Yeah.
shul. It's like
Yeah.
I went one time in New Jersey. In New Jersey, I went to a shul, a Reform shul, and there was a bar mitzvah, and the family asked the rabbi that they read the Torah from the Sefer Torah from the scroll, not from, and to read it in Hebrew. And the rabbi, a rabbi of the shul, he didn't have a choice. So he took the Sefer Torah, put it on the bima, and he opened, but he didn't know how to read Hebrew. So what did he do? And nobody knew except for me that he was just bajaba.
Making
He was
stuff
not
up.
reading one word. Yeah, making stuff up. So,
Did you laugh?
of course, I laughed, but it was, I should have cried.
That's the question.
So it's a different world.
I think about this a lot because I come from, like you, Holocaust survivors, who, at least it's the case for my lineage, the survivors understood that survival and resilience of the Jewish people meant preserving this way of life at all costs, and that if you don't go at all costs, you lose everything. And I think about this all the time. Do you think that there is merit?
Look, there is merit, and at the same time, it's being Haredi. It's not just follow everything in the Shulchan Aruch or in the Jewish law or whatever it is, because you have to remember, Haredi is a new phenomenon. It did not exist like 200 years before, something like that, 300 years before. It did not exist. I mean, Baal Shem Tov is the beginning of the Hasidic movement, for example, that in 1800. The whole yeshiva world, started from Volozhin, I mean, it didn't exist before. There was no yeshiva. There are some people who walk during the day and at night, whenever they find time, they sat in the shul to study, but there are very, very few of them. There were no yeshivas. It didn't exist. No yeshivas, no Haredim. And before that, I mean, in the Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses the lawgiver, did not wear a yarmulke on his head. He did not have a kippah on his head. I mean, I mean, it's like it's a development. There are the Shtreimel. I mean, I love the Shtreimel, but what is the Shtreimel? It's a few hundred years old. You know, it's not a real thing. It's not real Jewish clothes. I mean, it's like they say Jewish clothes. It's not really Jewish clothes. So, did we survive all these thousands of years without the Shtreimel? Yes. Did we survive without speaking Yiddish? Yes. Did we survive without wearing a yarmulke also? Yes. So it's not like we needed to survive to be Haredi. But what is the absence you have now in today's world? You know, you're a Reform Jew. I mean, if you're a Reform Jew, as far as I can see it, it's a way. I mean, it's not Judaism. It's New Age. It's whatever it is you want to call it, or Old Age, whatever it is. But it's not. There's nothing. There's nothing going on. I mean, you go to the biggest shuls, biggest synagogue, biggest temples in New York. You know, 500 seats, 600 seats. And how many people come for Friday night or for Saturday morning to pray? 5 people in a wheelchair. You know, and pushed by young people who are minority walkers. That's what it is. I mean, go to a temple and see unless there is a bar mitzvah or a funeral. I mean, who's coming? So of course they serve something amazing, but this is because this is the reality today. And what the Haredim bring, especially the Hasidim, they wouldn't say that about the Litvakis. The Haredim bring is a huge sense of humor. I mean, the Jewish sense of humor. We talk Jewish humor doesn't exist outside of that group. It's very beautiful that the state of Israel was. created. A lot of good things came out of it. But one thing was bad. They killed Jewish humor. Israeli society is not funny.
Really?
It's funny. No, they're not funny people. They're not funny people. They're not funny people. I mean, how many times you watched Baby or Guns or whoever it is and you said, wow, what a sense of humor.
Do you think
Yair Lapid or whoever, it's like a sense of humor. I mean, it's like nothing. No sense of humor. You listen to them. Everything they talk. I mean, it's like, it's beautiful. It's amazing. Besides, the sense of humor, the Mafdalnikes or Leshavar, the Tzionim Datim, the religious Zionists. Are they funny? You ever listen to them talk? They are not funny. But come to Mershorim or places like this. Like I was there, and I couldn't stop laughing from sunset to sunrise. I mean, it's like they made me laugh all the time.
How
They
so?
have an amazing sense of humor. Because you have sense of humor.
What kind of humor? Explain it.
They never say anything. I mean, it's like they never answer anything normal. Except from the first day when I just came. Before I was in Germany. I was in Berlin. And in Berlin, I got to a restaurant, and many of them don't, or some of them at least at the time, did not accept credit card, only cash. So I was in a shop. I was in a Dargula. I had breakfast over there, before my face. And after I ate, I said, "Do you accept credit card?" And the guy looks at me and he says, "It depends." I said, "Depends on what? If it goes through, we accept it. If it doesn't go through, we don't accept." They can't answer one thing normally. They can't answer something straight. Everything's like nature, and you just stand there and laugh, and you can't stop laughing all the time.
Yeah, one of the things one of the things that I really loved about your book was the way you talk about the Yiddish language. You didn't grow up speaking Yiddish? Abyssal?
I did not grow up, even though when I came even though my family is the origin is Hasidic, the Rebbe, the ganze Sache. My father, when he was young, became enchanted by the Chazon Ish, and he became his Talmid Mubak. I mean, it's like he was his real Talmid, his real student, and he was with him every day. So he became a Chazon Ishnik, as they say, became Litva, and he sent us to Litvish ships, to Lithuanian, so to speak, non-Hasidic, non-Hasidic. And so we lived in Bnei Brak, in Rehov Rajma.
In Dinaim, at home?
Nobody talked Yiddish, nobody spoke Yiddish. Sometimes, rarely, my parents talked to each other in Yiddish. But so I understood, but nobody talked to me in Yiddish. Before I went this time, I mean, I always spoke Yiddish. But things happened, and when I came to the United States first, when I was in New York, and I told you I was in Petersburg, everybody spoke Yiddish. So it rubbed off on me. The Hasidish, the Satmar Yiddish. Then I moved to, after I got married, and my wife, Izzy, she's from Germany. And in order to get my permanent green card, not a temporary green card, I had to study German. So I studied German. And so I combined, when I went to Mershorim to write a book, I combined the Yiddish from Williamsburg plus the German from Hamburg. And I started speaking Yiddish 12 hours a day. And for them, they heard my Yiddish, which is not, it's not German, it's not this, it's a combination. They thought this is not amnestic Yiddish, this is the real true Yiddish. This is a Rabbonische Yiddish, it is Yiddish of the rabbis. That's what they decided.
Can I hear?
Die ganze Zeit habe ich doch das ist ein Tier schreiben mehr auf ihm und wir nehmen es Amigos und alles aus einem Sluche.
Oh mein.
Alles mir erst mir abo.
Very good.
Ja, verstehe Buch Hashem ja muss ja schon ficken so alles zusammen wir machen das über die ganze Woche. Und so der Kopf mir geht das mir geht dort und dort bin ich.
Your Yiddish is not quite on the level of the New Jersey Rebbe, but sometimes you got to take some liberty.
It's not a New Jersey Rebbe, it's like
the genuine
stuff.
But so tell me how you describe this Yiddish. What was your impression of Yiddish?
It's a very funny language. I mean, it's like every language has its nuances. People has its nuances. English has nuances. I mean, you look at the British. Depends which British. If you're London or from this or wherever we are, Manchester. Every language has nuances. This language has a lot of nuances. Alles is nuances. Everything is nuances. It's not a, and it's a very funny language by itself. For example, you're gonna say somebody. And it's combining German and Hebrew and many other languages. For example, you don't say somebody is smart. You say, you're going to say somebody is stupid. Oh, is there a which means a total idiot. You want to say somebody may his name be erased. Okay? But you say, this is a bit wrong. That means the smart genius a bit wrong. You use the word, may your name be erased, but you didn't mean that. It's like, you drive with a car with them in Mershorim, and the traffic light is red, and say, "Oh, you're showing Marurim." It's like, first evils. I was like, "What is this? Why are you showing Marurim? Showing Marurim. Who's guy in the belt? This is the way it happens." And for example, when I asked when I asked Mershorim, lived there, I said, "Why do you accept me? How come you accept me so well?" It's not only they didn't fight me; they invited my wife and I invited us to like Shabbos, to Friday night dinners, to Shabbat morning, or whatever, to the simchas, to the weddings, whatever, the mitzvahs, whatever. They treated us like family. I said, "Why do you treat me like this?" And the guy answered me, he said, when you speak to us and you talk to us in Yiddish, it's not you talking to us.
Alors, j'ai une question d'Alaha. Une personne m'a contacté hier, Bassari, dans une casserole qu'il a envie de la dédier à la vie, une casserole qui est avec de l'eau qui était en train de bouillir, mais il n'y avait pas de lait. C'est quoi le statut de la cuillère et de la casserole, s'il vous plaît?
Si il y avait 60 fois dans l'eau qui est en train de bouillir, la quantité de la cuillère qui était dans l'eau, il n'y a aucun problème. Au cas où il n'y avait pas 60 fois, euh, alors ça dépend exactement comment est-ce que la cuillère est devenue bassari. Mais disons, est-ce que la cuillère a été utilisée dans les dernières 24 heures avec de la viande chaude? Si dans les dernières 24 heures, avant de mettre la cuillère dans l'eau bouillante, dans l'eau métrique, si dans les dernières 24 heures, il n'y avait pas eu de cuillère de viande chaude dans cette cuillère-là, il y a aucun problème.
Alors, j'ai une question d'Alaha. Une personne m'a contacté.
Commençons avec l'histoire. Donc, voici Kiddush, le fait. Et là, on fera d'abord Shechianu et ensuite la bénédiction de l'échelle Basuka. Attends, chaque Kiddush, et à chaque fois qu'on mange du pain, on fait la bénédiction de l'échelle Basuka. C'est-à-dire qu'à chaque fois que je fais du pain, c'est-à-dire si on fait la bénédiction sur le Kiddush, pas besoin de refaire pour le pain, pour ceux qui ont fait le Kiddush. Mais si dans la semaine, vous mangez du pain, il n'y a pas de Kiddush dans la semaine, c'est-à-dire après Shabbat, on fait quand même l'échelle Basuka si c'est juste quand on mange dans la soupe.
Yeah,
They let me know you are the family.
yeah.
We are one family, no matter that you don't believe, no matter what you are. And according to the rules, means somebody who was religious, was Chaverik, and left, he's the worst of all. You're not supposed to talk to him. You're not supposed to be in Daladamis, in closely. And here's treating me like a brother.
A brother. Yeah.
And
Did
what
you?
is it?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
I want
I
to
spoke
know.
with the language, yeah.
I want to know what happened before you went back. Like, what's been your life like before you went back? Did you like lose contact with family when you went on such a different path of all places in Germany?
Look, I didn't lose contact with family. I mean, it's like really sweet. After I left, with my family, I kept in touch, but the rest of the community, they totally ignored me. Like I don't exist. When my books came out in Hebrew, they became #1 bestseller. All of a sudden, everybody, Reb everybody like became my friends, and everybody, okay, so bestseller, #1 bestseller. So, okay, now we are kosher.
Did they read it?
That would shock me when I came to Mea Shurim, anyway. Yeah. When I came first to Mea Shurim, I thought, I was asking myself, how am I going to represent myself? Because usually I represent myself as a German journalist. I am a German journalist. I come from Germany also, so I'm a German journalist. I write for German media. My publisher is German. So then I called myself usually Toby or Tobias or something like that. And I said, okay, before I decide, let me go on the street. I went to the shuk, to the market, you know, to the kasbah, the heart of Nashon. And I walked. I'm not even 24 hours in Nashon, in Israel. And the first 30 minutes, 5 different people approached me. Reb Tuvia, was Yitzir? Reb Tuvia, how are you doing? Reb Tuvia, are you, Ibrahins, are you writing a book about us? And Reb Tuvia, I want to tell you, and they quote me lines from the books. They tell me what page it is and what line it is. And I'm just like, I can't believe you're not supposed to read these books. That's what I remember from my days. But I guess it changed. The Haredi world, even in Yerushalayim, changed. They read my books. It's not the point that you read my books. They read books that are not religious, that are political, that are whatever it is. They read totally different books. So it was like amazing.
Wow. Do you get the same reception, let's say in Tel Aviv or in other parts of Israel where people recognize you and treat you like a brother?
Yeah, I mean, but it's different. But it's different. Like in Yerushalayim, you know, say I can't walk on the street without people saying selfie, selfie, selfie. In Tel Aviv, it's different. So they don't approach you. But if you ask, excuse me, do you know how do I get from here to Gordon Street? And Tuvia, shma. It's like Tuvia. They don't approach you like they say, oh, boom. You know, but I'm standing on a Alcon Street and I see a bunch of police people. You know, it's like I say, how do I get to this? Shalom Tuvia, Kodem Kol Shalom. First of all, Tuvia Shalom.
Wow.
It's like amazing. I mean, it's like, yeah, because the books are very popular in Israel. You know, they are doing very well. I mean, even this book, my wife asked me to show it to you, to put it like this, or this. In case you don't see it, okay. But this, you see it to the opposite. Okay.
No, I see it the right way. I see it the right way.
You see it the right way?
What's your wife's name?
And this is Ibro. My wife's name is Izzy.
Izzy.
And she gave me the whole bunch of the books about Sigma. So that you like the ganze Bichelach.
Wow. Hi, Izzy.
Show it to Frida. Show it to Frida. She's going to be more books. I have so many
Hey, in Czech, we have to have the Czech.
This is the same book in Czech.
Wow, there's a Czech version.
Czech language.
That's a big deal.
This is in Romanian, the same book.
So you have
In
translated
the Romanian language. Yeah. And this is in German.
This is nice. Very nice. I like the cartoon version. Did you in the book?
This came out just now.
Mazel tov. In the book
Thank you very much.
In the book you give your head measurements in case someone wants to buy you a shtreimel. Has it happened yet?
Yes.
You've
Not
got a
yet,
shtreimel? Not yet.
No, but you have to remember the book in English just came out.
There's still hope.
It's a few days ago. So there's still hope somebody in Yisroel or somewhere in Muncie or it was in Williamsburg. Hopefully somebody will buy me.
I'm sure it'll happen yet. You are wearing a shtreimel at some point, right? Someone gave you a second hand?
I got it. No, I was like, no, it's not second hand. This is a shtreimel that I got from I went to a shtreimelmacher to explain to me the whole shtreimel thing, you know. And this is one of the shtreimels that he made. He made it for one of the rebbes, and he let me wear it to try it on. He said, let's see if it fits you.
It fits.
And he put it on my head. It fits, right? $6,000. $6,000 it could be mine.
Wow. $6,000. Was it 6,000 NIS or dollars, American dollars?
Dollars, the American dollars. The home of the free, land of the brave.
Wow.
American dollars.
Did you cough it out?
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet. So you still don't have
I have to make a campaign.
We'll hope that you sell enough books you can afford a shtreimel.
Exactly.
Of all the charity zwecken of Meishurim,
Yeah.
a shtreimel fatuvia is definitely trumps all the urgent causes.
Exactly.
Mrs. Scallops.
Everything else.
Everything else is nonsense.
Somebody else will give, you know.
Yeah.
There's somebody else, but Steimel for me.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's harder to compel people to give for a shtreimel, which makes it more urgent.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
put the word out.
But the Steimel, at least you see it. The Steimel, at least you see it. You know. So
You
I
know-
gave you the Steimel.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I have a question actually about Izzy. You went to like amazing places in your book. You spoke to big rebbes. You went into the shul. Where was your wife in all of this? Was she able to go into these spaces?
Of course, I mean, you see all the pictures. She took the pictures.
So did she let's say go? You went to the Tol
As
Sahara?
it says in the beginning, in the picture, she's Tenenbaum. So
Uh-huh.
obviously, if she took the pictures, she was there. So she was there taking the pictures. Yes. And we also had a videographer, by the way, who took videos. And we have a movie, a documentary based on this called God Speaks Yiddish. And it's already received in Best Documentary in Berlin in the film festival this year. You know, it's going to be showing in New York. It's going to be showing in New York on June 5th at the Triad Theater on 72nd Street. It has been showing in the film festival in Vienna. And it's going to be shown now also in next month in film festival in Berlin and in Hamburg.
I'm planning to come to the New York showing. I wonder if they're going to be Hasidim there. Do you get Hasidim in your
I don't
audience?
know. Yes, I mean, sometimes, but I don't know if for this one, because the distribution, the PR for this was very limited because the place is small. And we didn't want to be too much because if too many people, you're not going to be able to see it. So the people who got emails about this, it's not being distributed all over. You know, like usually for shows, we did it much more limited because we already have almost a full house, you know, and we didn't want to be too much.
Got it. Interesting. Well, I'm looking forward to it. In general, how are Hasidim responding to your book?
Put it this way, my next door neighbor, Boyan Chassid, came to me after the book came out. And wo suchst du? Jeder Wort apero. every word.
That's what he said. He loved it.
Yeah.
The book is full of, for lack of a better word, hereticism. You know, you're pointing out people's hypocrisies, their faith in things that don't add up. An example that I think is very, very illustrative is that you talk about not studying the Bible and how the attitude towards studying the Bible is that whoever studies the Bible is you know, potentially, I don't know the exact expressions, like there's problems with people who study directly the Torah, like I don't know about the 5 books of Moses, but the other texts.
Yeah.
So these things are challenging, as I see it, views on faith that people don't want to really think about or don't want to talk about. You constantly push them to explain their faith, and oftentimes people come up with that. I don't know. Is that not?
Remember, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to remember, first of all, this book is not a propaganda book. It's not somebody hired me there to write a propaganda book about Haredi. That said, for the history of Haredi Judaism, as far as I can tell, a book written about them from outside of the Haredi world, this is probably the most positive about them ever written about Haredi world from somebody not inside Haredi. You know, as far as I can tell. And even the how do you call it, the Süddeutsche Zeitung, which is very left, very amazingly strong. I mean, it's like with millions of readers. They said in their review of the books, they said, next time you go to Yerushalayim in Mashor, you'll see these people in totally different eyes. You know, it's only the community now. Of course, I'm also critical of the community. Otherwise, I would be talking to you with a style on my head, you know, already, you know, with white shirts and a große Bürgerle, you know. But the point here is, in the book, since you read it, you know, when I criticize the Haredim of many things that they are doing, like they don't believe they follow the Rebbe or whatever, I also point out that in the outside world, it's not any better. You know, so you have people who follow Chaim Kanievsky or whoever it is, this Rebbe or that Rebbe, without even knowing what they're doing. And in the outside world, in the educated, university finished, you know, people graduates, whatever it is, what are they doing? They go demonstrating, they go following Greta Thunberg, you know, a little girl who is a little bit demented, as far as I can tell. She has no degree in climate change. She has no degree in anything, you know, and they clip her like she knows everything, like she's the biggest professor of the world, like she's the biggest researcher of the world. We do that. It's a human tendency. So you have people who follow a 94-year-old Rebbe, and you have people who follow an 18-year-old girl. You know, and both sides are people who are supposed to be smarter. Than this. Study for himself and not follow anybody. But that happens in every community. I mean, you have the people, the students today in the streets of New York, even in Mexico, wherever you want, and they scream from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. They don't even know what rivers, they don't even know what sea. They don't know where Palestine was there. So I point out in the book that while I'm critical of the Hasidim who follow the Rebbe's blindly, you know, and the Rebbe's obviously don't know much more than they, it's a human tendency. It's not only the Haredim. And you have to remember, the Haredi world is part of the Haredi world is a result not of the Bible, but it's more a result of where the Jews lived for centuries. They live in Catholic countries, they live in Christian countries, mostly at the time Catholic countries, and they follow the dogma of those countries. I mean, till Luther came to the Christian world, the Christian people could not read the Bible because it was written in Latin, you know, so they follow the Bible without even knowing one verse in it. And if they said something during prayer or during service in Italian, you know, they didn't even know, or in Latin, sorry, they didn't even know what you're saying because this is Latin. They didn't know Latin. So the Haredi world took a lot. I mean, you go today. I was in Moldova. Well, my mother said, you know, it used to be in Marculesht. That was my grandfather was the rabbi of Marculesht. At the time, it was a town, Jewish town. Now there's not one Jew in there, not one Jew. And
your child needs these 3 key factors to get into an Ivy League or top 25 university. And it's not.
You see the women over there, the Romanian Moldova, they look like Haredi. They had a kirchen. They cover this door. Up to here, you know, book like this.
After the album.
They dress exactly like you would walk in Mea Shoarim or wherever it is in Kiryas Yar. You'll see women dressed in their age, you know, which they're older a little bit. They're dressed the same thing. No difference. So a lot of the things that we got in the Haredi world, you know, it's not Torah Moshe Israel. It's not coming from Judaism. It became part of Judaism because the Jews lived over there. The same way that the Christian learned a lot of things from us, we learned a lot of things from them. That's the reality. So it's okay to criticize. You know what? The Haredim in Israel, listen, I'm saying, Haredim in Israel, they love this book, even in the critical part. They are the first one to make it. Usually, on Kinai Nura, as they say, my books in Israel are bestsellers. But usually it takes 2 or 3 weeks for a book to become a bestseller. With this book, it just came out,
Right.
just came to the store, it became a bestseller. Who made it a bestseller? The Haredi. They went like crazy to buy these books. And to this day, I mean, there are so many Haredi, they quote me from the book. They love the book. Of course, there are people who are against it. Usually people who are against it, people who didn't read the book. It's like usually those who happens. People who are like, there are people who didn't read it. People who read the books, usually they are. Because by the end of the day, it's, the criticism, it's a humanizing point. It shows the Haredi as people. And people are not perfect myself.
Yeah.
And people who wanted me to write a book that's perfect about the Haredi means that these people think that the Haredi Jews are not humans. Human people are fallible. We are not perfect. None of us. Frida, I don't know about you. It's the first time I meet you, but I can talk to you about myself. I am not perfect. I wish to be, but I'm not. There is no perfect person in the world. So is there criticism? Of course there's criticism. But by the end of the day, you're going to finish reading the book. What do you think about Haredi? You see them as human, not the way you expected to see them. You see them as funny, and you see how they care for each other. And that you cannot take away from them. The ways they care for each other as a community, the ways they love each other, the ways they care for my wife and me. Even though I'm a Chiloni.
But you were a yarmulke. Did they know that you're not religious?
Of course they know that. They read my books. They could tell me all that. What my books is. Which restaurants I go to. The restaurants I go to in the other books you can see are not kosher lemadri. Of course, all the restaurants are kosher. They can say it's like they see what it's like in the book about Israel and Palestine. The Israelis and Palestinians. They say I'm eating in Palestinian restaurants. Or the book about Britain. They say I'm eating in British restaurants and I'm not kosher British. They say no. They are not idiots. These are people who from day one, from age 3, they already go to school and they study. Exactly. So they're not idiots.
So one thing you skewer a lot in the book is the Israeli media. What's going on with the Israeli media and Haredim?
They hate them.
Why?
They cannot stand them. This is a fight between Jewish groups, the non-Jewish group, the non-Haredi and the Haredi from before the establishment of the states. This goes from the time of Sonnenfeld, of Sonnenfeld from Yerushalayim, from the time immemorial, they say, before establishment of the state. This is not new. This is old, and then some people made it more, like the Satmar Rebbe. The Satmar Rebbe, Vayoel Moshe, he should have been called the Zionist because they saved his life from
the Holocaust,
from the Holocaust. They saved his life from the Holocaust, by the Fassner train, that left Hungary and basically went to freedom before the end of the war too. And he should be thankful to them. But sometimes, and it's a human tendency, if somebody did so much for you, so much good for you, you respond with hatred. You can see it in the black community, Afro-American, whatever they say in America. You can see, American Jews have traditionally been siding with African Americans here, or the black crowds and the black people here, marching with them, marching Martin Luther King, fighting for them, giving tons of money for black causes. It's like Apollo Theater, who is the biggest funder of Apollo Theater along the years. And black culture here, it's Jews, American Jews. And what did they get in return? They're going to marching by the state against Israel. So, or and the anti-Semitism in the black community is much higher than in the white community. Why? It's the same thing. You get something too much from somebody, and you hate it.
How do you measure that it's higher?
You can see that there is no reason for the Satmar Rebbe to wait, to dedicate his life to the Zionist, whatever the Zionists do to you.
How you measure that there's higher anti-Semitism in the black community than in
that's it's not me measuring. I'm not a measurer. But this is it from all time. There have been a lot of articles about it. There's been Professor Gates, remember Louis Gates? What is that? 5 years ago, whatever it is, about this famous opinion article in the New York Times. Talking just about that. The higher rate of anti-Semitism in the black communities and in the white community. It has been known, it's been discussed, and there's research being made about it. And I'll refer you to the article by Professor Gates. In no other paper, and he's black, of course, in other papers in the New York Times. This is one of the iconic articles about this issue. That's what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. It's like this. And my explanation for it, because it makes no sense. They should not hate the Jews more than anybody else. In the hardest time of the black community in America, who stood by the sides? Who stood by the sides? Guess what? The Jews, American Jews. And American Jewish rabbis. They went together. They marched with Martin Luther King. I'm not talking about that, but it's a tradition. You go to a Jewish foundation in America. You see the percentage, how much they give to Jewish causes? Not much. They give much more to black causes. That's the reality. Just go to the foundation center or do it on Google and see the donations and the contribution of American Jewish foundations to Jewish
Like
black,
the real thing.
black causes. And the blacks hate the Jews. Why? It makes no sense. But my explanation, I can't prove it. It's a theory that I cannot prove. I'm not a social scientist. But my explanation is you got so much. And the responses. Like I remember, I helped somebody. For example, I got married in the hardest time before they decided to get married. I got involved till they got married. After I got married, he doesn't talk to me. Garnished. So sometimes there's a human tendency. If I got too much from you, more than I deserve, and I can't ever give it back to you, I turn around and you can go enemy or you hate it. That's the way I see it in the Satmar Rebbe. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. It's just a theory because it makes no sense. Why so much hate? I'll give you one story. I was one time flying from New York to Israel. Next to me, and the one next to me was a separate Hussits. And he talked to me about the worst place that he's flying. Yes, we go to Israel, and he's flying to Israel. Israel, it's the Zionisten, all Zionists having, they destroy Yiddishkeit, they destroy everything, babu, 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 babu. He was like, big diatribe against Israel. Okay, sit already. I heard enough from you. Okay, then we come back. A few hours later, 10 hours, 11 hours, whatever it is for the flight, we are landing in Lod, in Israel, and the guy gets up, and I get up, and he says to me, how long are you staying here? I said, maybe a month. He said, I wish I could stay a month. Due to my business, I cannot stay more than 1 week. I would love to stay longer. I'm so jealous of you. Oh, if I could, I would be there this all my life in this country. What if we would ever connect? Oh, he started crying that he's going to stay. You gave me a speech 10 hours ago, so how worse the country is. You know what I'm saying? So it's not when somebody says to you something that's you. And that's what I learned also being in the Haredi world. It's living with them. I mean, people write about the Haredi world, they come there for half an hour maximum and they write a book about it. You cannot. You have to understand. You have to understand the nuances. You have to understand when somebody says to you something, what is it? Yes, I saw the graffiti, Zionism they call Auschwitz. But I also saw
or
the people
Yehudim,
who paint, yeah, okay.
Anytian.
I also saw the people with, the Yehudim not but I also saw the people with the buckets of paint in their houses, in their homes. So when this thing comes up, they're going to paint it over.
So one person does the graffiti and 10 other people paint over it.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw the people who are doing the biggest demonstration. must start a demonstration. I already know them by names. I lived with them. I already know. I know my neighbors. Every time a demonstration starts, I say, "What the Chilul Hashem? Get them out of here. They're not even from the community." And I saw where they come from. Many of them Balei Tshuva, people who are returnees. Some of them, a big part of them, are in Sephardi. How do I know? I met them. I know them. I know them by name.
It's like the zeal of the convert.
The zeal of the convert, exactly. You see what happens. You see the way the system works. So yes, it's different when you are there and you see it.
Do you think there is an interest in Haredi world? For as long as I have been doing my work in general, people have hated the Haredi world largely, and they've liked to tell stories about its dark underbelly and all the things that are wrong. And I'm wondering if there's a starting of an interest in seeing the nice part because it's officially anti-Zionist, and there is a part of the anti-Zionist movement that is now looking at Haredi Jews with new eyes. Do you think that's happening?
First of all, the people who are in this Haredi, no, I don't see it. First of all, the people you see as anti-Zionist, the Hasidim or the Haredim, we're doing that, from a Drogat or something like that. Usually, it's a very small group. And many times you see the same people, go to Iran, the same people who demonstrate in Washington, D.C., the same people who go to New York to demonstrate. It's the same group of people. It's like a bunch of people who get paid by some Michiganer, to do these things. This is their job. Their job is to go to Shtreimel, not even on Shabbos, to go to Shtreimel, on Wednesday morning, it's like not supposed to be at the Shtreimel, to go to Shtreimel and a Talif, in a Palestinian flag. They are paid for this. They are actors who are paid for this. There are Mishugaim like this, but it's a very, very, very small part. There are Mishugaim like this. When I was in October 7th in Israel, I saw how they reacted. The Haredim was Haredim of the Haredim.
You were Meisharon when it happened.
The most Kitzoni of the Kitzoni, the most Kanai of the Kanai, the most
extreme of the
extreme of the extreme. Extreme of the extreme. And I was there. When I told them what happened.
Because it was in the Torah, and you found out on your phone,
Yeah.
and they didn't know.
And I found out, it's like, but they did not have these things. So I told them what happened. And the first reaction was, and knowing that the people who died in the South are secular left, none is Shomer Shabbos. And what was the response? There's an analysis, we are all Jews. What Hamas is doing now is what the Nazis did to our grandparents. It's the same thing. This is what they say. And there's an analysis, we are all Jews. And on Motzei Chag and Motzei Shabbat, when they produce electronic devices, they went to the street with loudspeaker and they're shouting, Govinu Shabashumayim Bachem Aleinu, our Father in heaven, have mercy on us. And they called people to go to the shul and to daven for the people who are injured, for the people who are taken hostage. They are not the people who say Zionists and I'm not helping Zionists and let them all die. This is like the Meshugoyim. But the normal people, we are all Jews. This is what the people said.
If you have been waiting for the right moment to chip in, it's here right now. Polling shows we are the underdog in a number of key battleground states, and Donald Trump and his allies are pouring money into this race to try and pull ahead. This is the time to roll up our sleeves and do the work to win. And in a close race,
I asked the Rebbe for the sound. It's in the book. I asked the Rebbe for the sound. The sound is one of the most distinctive, with the beautiful streimels and the beautiful kaftan, the beautiful, golds, And they are the Kanoim, also very, very Kanoim. And I asked him, by itself, the fact is, I don't know if anyone who gave interviews to a Rebbe. There's no interviews with Rebbes, you can see. And people told me, Haredi journalists told me, forget, you cannot give interviews to Rebbes. Rebbes don't give interviews. But guess what? Rebbes do give interviews. And I interviewed them. And one of them is the Torah sound. And I asked him, what would you do if it's Yoini, Chiloini, secular Zionists came to your show? What would you do? His answer was, what kind of question is this? If he comes to fight me, what can I do? But if he doesn't confront me, what kind of question is this? We are all Jews. Of course, we welcome him. This is the Rebbe Tongsan.
He seemed especially to be a wonderful character. He comes off wonderful in the book.
Yeah, and he's wonderful. He's amazing. He's an amazing guy.
It's very heartwarming because there's so much division among Jews on both ends.
No question about it. There's a lot of division. It's divisions that kills us, not only in Beit Haredim. There's division with right and left and center. You see what happens in Israel. It's basically dividing the country. It's making them weak, and the country might not survive. Not because of the division from the outside, but because of the division inside. And I have been writing about it and talking about it for ages. But what can I do? I can't do anything more than talking about it and writing about it. But it's set to watch. It's set to watch the society itself from the inside, and it's set to watch all this anti-Semitism. I know about this anti-Semitism. I've written about it in all the books. But now they do it on the street, not just when they talk to me. They told me how much they hate the Jews. Now they're in the street, say it in public, which is different. So, and the Jews, they don't even know how to fight it. It's like there is no. You have so much demonstrations against Israel and against everything. And how many demonstrations are poor? There's an organization, American Jewish organization. They are funded to the tune of billions of dollars, and nothing. And then you have a Shmek Alebekar over there with the TikTok, and he gets thousands of them to the street. This is like that's what it is.
Do you find that your work for so long, which both probes anti-Semitism and what I would call Jewish insecurities, kind of an insecurity that Jews have, and which makes them feel almost afraid to maybe stand up for anti-Semitism and Jewish causes. Do you find that your work has moved the needle in any which way? Is that what drives you in your work mostly?
First of all, this is not what drives me. What drives me, I get an offer to write something from my publisher or from my editor, and
You like a summer got it. It's all business.
No, it's not all business, of course, but it's like, once they come up with an idea that I find interesting, but I make sure that I don't come up. Good ideas to do it, because then I would have an extra grind. I want to make sure that they come really pure, innocent into the project. Not because, I wanted to write about this because I have something to say about it. I have nothing to say. What I have to say is listen to people and then make a little judgment, at least as an observer. Okay, but I try to come from every place I go to, born again, kind of. I'm open mind. I don't care what I thought up to now. I'm going to do this. Like before I came to the Haredi world, I thought the book would be very anti-Haredi, would justify why I left them. It turned out to be very pro-Haredi. I didn't plan it. This is what the people brought me to do, and this is what I want. So do I find it makes a difference? For the people who read it, I saw yes, because this is really communicate with me. This is what they say to me. I have seen a difference from people who read it. It's like the fact that a book like this is a Spiegel bestseller, which is like a New York Times bestseller in America, and it's so successful. And who are the people who buy it in Germany, for example, or in Czech Republic on this paper? They're not Jews. There are hardly Jews over there. The Jews in Germany, mostly Russians, don't even read German. Who are the people who read it? Non-Jews. And the fact that the books are so popular in this country, yes. Does it make a difference? Yes. So the people who read it, it makes a difference. That's what people tell me, So, and I know, for example, there was a member of the Bundestag in Germany who really loved the book, and he made sure when he asked to give him enough books so he can distribute it to all members of the Bundestag, the German parliament. And every member of the German parliament had a book on his table that Catch the Jew. Everyone in Israel, I know that every Knesset member at the time had a copy of it. So does it make a difference? Yes. But I am not writing it in order to make a difference.
Here are, in my opinion, 3 of the worst ways to invest in 2024 and why they could actually delay your retirement. The first is mutual funds in 401ks. Did you know that on average, they charge 2% a year in fees? Over time, this could actually cost you upwards of $700,000 because fees are compounded. You're better off just investing in the S&P 500 and calling it a day. But that still doesn't solve. Number 2, depositing into a retirement account from your paycheck.
This is not my job. I'm not an activist. This is not my job. I'm not an activist. I'm not a rabbi. I'm not a priest. I'm not an imam. I would like to be an imam, but I'm not.
What about a rabbi? At some points, it seems in the book that you were starting to get an appetite for being a rabbi.
Yeah, it's just a job. It's not a job, but you have to, you can't be a rabbi looking like me.
It's the book is too hard.
Glasses.
I see.
Just look at the yeah.
You can't give up on the glasses.
It's like it's give up on the glasses.
I hear you. One thing that you talk about in the book that I want to make sure to mention before we wrap up is you talk about how dirty the Swedish streets are, which is something that I get asked about all the time, and I can't quite speak to it. So what was your experience with regards to how dirty the streets are?
The streets are dirty, but it's not only in the Haredi world the streets are dirty, but from there it's a little bit more dirty because you have more children. And the children are doing it. The children, you give the children something, a lollipop, and then he takes it and he throws the plastic and he throws it in the street. They finish the cake and he throws it, and you have so many children there, which is, Hashem, as they say, but you're talking about the communities that have a lot of children. So, and that phenomenon you can see also in other places. You can see it in traditional Muslim societies, if you have too many children. It's like a lot of children, every family has like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children, 10 children, 12 children, 13 children, 14 children, 15 children, they make a mess. And because we also live on the streets, you have to remember their streets is their streets.
Yeah.
It's the hood. It's the hood as they call it here. It's the hood. It's like their living room. So of course it's going to be schmutzig. What can you do? It's schmutzig. And that's what it is.
But what's the story you tell in the book of people, someone coming to visit, people are clean up the streets, and then is that like a legend people have about how they cleaned up the streets and whoever the visitor went away, they put the trash back out?
Yeah, this is just it's a story, it's like probably Baba Maise, but it's like the story is that one time a big donor, famous donor, came to visit the community. So before he came to visit communities, he cleaned the streets, he took all the garbage, the cleans, put it in the house, and then he walked on the street, everything. Like the moment he left, he took it back to the garbage, put it back in the streets. Like that's where it belongs. But it's probably Baba Maise. It's like people say, tell your story, but probably they are aware of this, of course. They are not aware of this. As one in Neighbor said to me, we are the most democratic. Look at this, how we are Democrats. We tell our children, let our children do whatever they want. Neighbor is the most democratic city in the world.
Sure. That's funny. I have a
but inside the homes, it's not schmutzig. It's like everyone, almost everyone, it's beautiful inside. The schmutz can be in the streets, but not inside them.
Yeah, that's the case in Williamsburg also. Williamsburg also is, especially the old part, there's so much trash, but a part of it is because there's so many people living so much more condensed, naturally make a lot more trash. So I have a final question before I'm going to let you go. I guess I'm asking you a question I get asked all the time. When you come back, do you regret leaving the Haredi world since you see it in so many ways? It's a wonderful place.
Look, I have proven one thing. I can come back to it anytime. I've been in and out of the Haredi world now, since the book came out in April, for example. I've been out and back from the Haredi world many times. And I was just there, like a month ago, Anywhere, sure, why not? So
there are hotels?
You can come back anytime. I'm staying there. There's one hotel there. It's a boutique hotel. It's called Sfania Hotel. It's on Sfania Street in Yecheskel, on the corner of Sfania and Yecheskel. They have 18 rooms, and I've been there with my wife forever and ever. It's a beautiful place. We have a big terrace right on the street, so you can see everything. You can talk to the people who come in and out and give them their comments about the book, Or they start the book. Like, do you have a copy for free? Do you have Schnorrers also? What do you think?
Of course. What do you do? Do you give it?
Yeah. Hey, usually yes.
Yes, nice.
Yeah, I'm going to thank you very much. If you don't have money, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
I have it anyway, so I have a copy take.
What does your wife wear when you go to Meshurim?
A long dress, and a different.
She covers her head.
That's what she likes. Yeah.
Did you ever
what's the
see?
big deal? You put it in, put that book. What's the question here? I mean, for me also, the Armin book and the cashier book here. Big difference.
Do you ever
Just
see,
respect.
do you ever see in Majorum that people yell at visitors who come not dressed as they ask? Because that's a big reputation
I mean,
Majorum has.
Yeah, I know there's a big reputation. It's again to take one of the stories and make big out of it. If I've seen it personally, no. Does it exist? Yes. There are idiots. As I said to you, there are idiots. The people who do the graffiti and all that are idiots. It's usually people who don't study or don't do anything. They just need some activity and they need a little bit more activity. But again, it's the way you treat it. I mean, it's like I remember one time there was a demonstration there. Only a Christian. There was a demonstration against a cellular phone for selling cellular whatever. Kids, you see, some people are like, they really have nothing to do. It was a Tuesday afternoon. And so I came there and I know the community already. So, and I know this is all BS. I'm going with it. But I know they're troublemakers. Anyway, so I came in and I started screaming, preachers, preachers. Somebody's dressed immodestly. And everybody was looking around, where is this woman who is dressed immodestly? Everybody wants to look at this and to see the beautiful woman. And they see nothing. So where is he? Where is he? And then I started shouting, Shabbos, Shabbos. Not Shabbat, it's Tuesday. I mean, it's like, and then they realized I'm making joke, and the whole thing went, all of Ghana, the whole demonstration, dissipated. It's also a question of how you do this, how you deal with these people,
Yeah.
When you see this demonstration, you see a lot of demonstration, you have to understand, a lot of people who come to the demonstrations are tourists studying in Mira Yeshiva.
Really?
And like thousands and thousands of students, mostly from abroad, and they need entertainment. Yeah, so they see the people, these idiots, like children who come and fight with the police or fight with the exit buses, transportation, and they come to see. This is one group of people. So a lot of groups of people, you have to divide every demonstration, everything. So it's very, very different. So other people would go, if you're dressed immodestly, would spit at you or do, yes, there are. I have not seen it personally. And I have not seen a lot of secular people walking on the street during my year and a half. The only things that I saw was like a controlled tours, by Haredi Jews themselves outside of the neighborhood to take other Jews to have some gefilte fish, some chon, some kugel, on Thursday. So I saw these tools, but non-Haredi, I mean, you have to know, even myself, before I had to write this book. I mean, Mersho in Jaffa Street in Jerusalem, going down, was off the road from me. So what am I going to do there? What am I going to do in Mersho? I'm going to shoot an I had the same thing that everybody had. They're always going, they're all violent, so let's avoid them. No, and I came there for a specific reason, to go to see somebody or to interview somebody and I felt like I really want to gefilte fish today. I really want, I am just a chance, so I went to Mersho. How do I live up Mersho? Till now. I bought into this thing that it's a violent place. Aggressive people. I bought into it. I lived in Jerusalem. Many times I came to Jerusalem and Jaffa Street, going down on Strauss. I'm not going there. It's a violent place, violent people, Shubayim. What's the point?
If you're not making $158,000 per year, but you'd like to, I strongly.
And then I decided to live there. And when I lived there, and I realized my prejudices that was fed from the media or from other people who had Haredi on. I realized my prejudice. Now I got it. I enjoy coming there. I love it. I come to Jerusalem, but more surely, why not? They're funny people.
They're funny. You like the laugh.
And it used to be exactly the opposite. Right? Yeah.
Is your wife also
very different.
from a Haredi world?
No.
So she's Jewish though?
No, she's not. But she was born in Austria.
Got it.
So she understands. Immediately she connects to the food, with the rest. And then she connects to the Yiddishkeit also.
Sweet. Well,
yeah.
I think you have to come to Williamsburg though to try the chulent and the gefilte fish there. I don't know about gefilte fish, but the chulent, the food is getting really good in the Haredi world, right?
I have been there many times. Yeah, I mean in the Haredi, yes, you have that restaurants, you have this, but the chulent is always chulent with the chulent, you always put that good chulent in Williamsburg, of course. And sure, in all these places.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I so enjoyed talking to you. I'm going to link the book in the video description so people can know where they can get the book. I want to thank you, Tovia, for such a lovely discussion. I look forward to seeing you in Manhattan at the screening of your film. And I want to thank the viewers on YouTube and the listeners on the podcast for joining us as well.
Thank you so much.